Just left the top block. It's the Buckby flight, and down towards the next lock. 7 locks here at Long Buckby. Some very nice canal side properties. I'm actually doing locks and it's not raining. I've done this Buckby flight many a time before. It's amazing how little it has changed. There's the people I'm locking down with. Someone at this lock. I think they're locking up. Absolutely perfect. Well, I left the Buckby flight of locks about a mile ago. I'm now meandering down between the railroad and the M1. I think I'm going to try and find somewhere to moor up, not too close to either. I know it's going to be difficult down this stretch. I've done this stretch many a time before. I'm thinking probably Weed and Beck. Watch out for overhanging branches. Yes, the M1. Can't see me mooring here overnight. But the drone will drive me crazy. Especially after the real quiet nights I've had moored up recently. Lots of wind again today, of course, so I expect there's lots of wind noise on the camera. I'm trying to film in the more sheltered areas. Coming up to moored boats again, so it's time to slow down again and go past them nice and gently, just as one would wish they would do to you. Well, either this boat's got no ballast in it, or it's high and dry. Not quite as high and dry as that one, of course. Well, this is totally unplanned. I got to Gayton Junction a lot quicker than I expected, so I've decided to come on down to Stoke Bruerne. So just around the corner here, it's going to be Blisworth Tunnel. Long time since I've come down here. Hasn't changed much. Trees might be a few inches taller. Although I've done many a stretch of 2 miles of canal today without meeting a boat, to go through Blisworth Tunnel without meeting a boat would certainly be a first for me. Let's see how it goes. Time to turn the camera off and get in the tunnel. As I walk up to the entrance of Blisworth Tunnel, this is from the Stoke Bruerne end, we have some information. What you can and can't do within the tunnel, and some safety facts, which everybody of course should follow. This building I'm approaching now on my right hand side was the old blacksmith's with the forge and everything in it. Just what the horses needed, reshoeing or whatever, before walking up over the top of the hill. And when the tunnel was repaired and reopened, they used these concrete rings And I read an article somewhere, it was basically practicing for building the Channel Tunnel, because they're very similar concrete rings are used within the Channel Tunnel. Whether that's accurate or not, I'm not certain, but it was what I was told, the story I was told. And here we have the portal, the south portal of Blisworth Tunnel. After extensive repair work, the tunnel was reopened on the 22nd of August 1984. And they're going to take a walk down towards the village, where we have the Canal Museum and other such things to go and see. Let's take a walk on down in. I came down through the tunnel yesterday, and I shall be going back up through the tunnel again today. When I came down yesterday, I winded here before backing down the canal to where I'm moored up just down here. And I know there's a lot of arguments whether it is called winding or winding. I was told a long time ago it's definitely winding, because back in the day on the horse-drawn boats, where the tow rope attached to the boats, they could fit a small sail which would aid them in turning the boat around, hence winding. Morning. This is where I've moored overnight, and looks like I've got some debris falling on the boat, besides the birds using it for target practice. Now to continue the walk on down to the village. I believe that's Marston's. That was established in 1834, not this pub. They do have an extensive garden, which keeps it very popular. Especially in the summer months. They also boast quite a large car park. The second lock coming down the flight. We have a restaurant which takes you upstairs. This is the bistro. Lovely decor, nice wooden tables and chairs, soft seats. Lovely and warm in here. And if you're lucky enough, you can get a seat looking right out the window. Nice decor, well presented. It has its own ice cream parlour, various ice creams. Walk on around, still all very nice decor, nice wooden floors. And you come into a real old part of the pub. Old tiled floor, fireplace that can be lit, all pictures on the wall of the canal. And this, if I remember correctly, used to have a North Hampshire Skittles in it. And yes, it still does. There's the skittle table. This is show you Northamptonshire Skittles. The idea of the game is you throw these 3 cheeses underarm to knock over the 9 pins. And the throw line is on the floor here. Put your toe up against it and throw underarm the cheeses at the pins. The cheeses at the pins. Keep score, and whoever scores the most wins. Old table here. This takes you through into another little snug bar. Old flagstones on the floor here. And look, this has a real open fire. That's warm. Lots of pictures of canal life back in the day. I should have brought $1 with me and pinned up on the wall. And as a lot of these pubs do today in England, they show you samples of the beers. So you can see the colour and the strength of them before you order. This is the one I'm drinking. The traditional homemade bread pudding. Ham to slice. Yummy. Well, that's a little tour of the boat inn at Stoke Bruerne. If you're passing, well worth a visit. Make sure you come in and sample at least the beer, if not the food as well. I ate on the boat before coming in, otherwise I'd have probably been ordering myself. And if you're like me and you can't get your Wi-Fi working on your boats, there's free Wi-Fi in here as well, where I can continue editing and uploading my videos whilst enjoying a good pint of beer. I hope you enjoyed that little tour around the boat inn at Stoke Bruerne. I'm now going to take a little tour around the lock area and the museum. Unfortunately, the museum is not open today and it's extremely windy at the moment. So rather than try and film with my GoPro with the muff on, which is not very good, I am going to take my camera and do some photography. So the next sequence you're going to see is all still shots taken in and around Stoke Bruerne area by the museum. I think you'll find there's some very, very interesting things to look at. hope you enjoyed that little trip from Long Buckby down to Stoke Bruerne. I really enjoyed the walk around Stoke Bruerne. I hope you found it interesting like I did. It leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.